First off, we will hear from Secretary David Toland with the Kansas Department of Commerce. And I believe we have a video from Secretary Toland.
Good afternoon, everyone. I appreciate the opportunity to be part of today's conference on a topic that affects everyone in some way and will play a decidedly significant role in our state's future and economic well-being. Water-related challenges are far-reaching, from offsetting the dwindling supply in parts of the state to making sure there's clean water for everyone, regardless of their zip code. Water conservation and preservation demand a lot of attention, and for good reason, but water quality also demands our attention. We cannot afford to let any community wither away because its water supply is insufficient in some way. While our farmers and producers obviously need adequate water, the thirst for a stable, safe water supply reaches well beyond our farm fields. Businesses looking to locate or expand in Kansas consider many factors. They choose Kansas because of our conveniently central location, our skilled workforce, our wonderful quality of life, and our outstanding infrastructure, keeping in mind that infrastructure extends beyond roads and bridges to also include conduits for water many businesses need to survive, from major employers in the meatpacking industry to other agriculture-driven ventures and beyond. We're riding a strong wave of momentum in economic development projects across Kansas, and we must remain aggressive in presenting Kansas as the best place in the country to do business. Please know the Department of Commerce is all in when it comes to encouraging businesses and communities to properly manage their water supplies and enable sustained economic growth. Our efforts include our truly significant, but too often overlooked Community Development Block Grant Water and Sewer Program, which provides funding to low and moderate income communities to help upgrade their aging and damaged water and wastewater systems. Now, this may not sound terribly glamorous, but communities in need of sewer upgrades or new water towers know it's a tremendous difference maker in reducing water loss and improving the quality of drinking water. CDBG funds help shore up broken distribution lines, failing pump stations, and aging water towers. The funds help combat water loss, contamination, and other serious water problems that threaten people, businesses, and communities. CDBG has helped in places like Hoxie, which last year secured funds to construct badly needed sewer lagoons and make other sewer system improvements. Earlier this year, we announced that Ashland would receive funds for water system improvements. Oberlin was having issues with water distribution. The CDBG program was able to provide funding for that project as well. And there are so many other examples. In the past few years, Commerce has put nearly $25 million out the door in water and sewer grants to communities across the state. I strongly encourage officials in every eligible Kansas community in need of assistance with water or sewer systems to look at applying for available CDBG funds next year. Application workshops will take place in the spring of 2021, with applications accepted in the fall of 21. And then there are the many responsible and visionary initiatives from businesses themselves who are working to conserve water. I joined Governor Kelly in August for an exciting announcement in Salina, where Schwann's announced an impressive expansion project. That day we talked a lot about jobs and capital investment, as you would expect, but there was another big win. Schwann's new facility will help the company reduce its wastewater output by 10,000 gallons a day. That's good news for Schwann's, for Salina, and for our state. A similar success story unfolded a couple years ago with the new Dairy Farmers of America plant in Garden City, where the depletion of the Ogallala aquifer has hit home. The DFA plant was built so that all of the water used there is recycled and repurposed by the city as a source of non-potable water. That accomplishment is a model for others. Now, of course, Schwann's and DFA aren't alone. We owe a huge thanks to every company in the state determined to pursue water savings features. Kansas also is home to several companies specializing in water-related technologies that encourage water conservation and recycling for municipalities and industries. For example, Black & Veatch in Overland Park is a global leader in water infrastructure design, delivering systems that protect the environment and conserve precious water supply. Another company, Biomicrobics in Lenexa, is a global manufacturer of integrated water solutions, and many others also deserve praise for encouraging responsible water management and use. Investing in water is good business. Without question, public and private investments in water supply and sanitation improvements do pay off. Thank you again for allowing me to participate in this important discussion and for everyone's thoughtful contributions and future collaboration on the water vision and Kansas-specific ways to conserve and sustain our most precious natural resource. Water affects everyone, which is why we need these meaningful conversations on the state's economic lifeblood. Our state's future depends on it. Thanks again.